another one who's, I think, real, but
she was really sweet.
when you say a few drinks, be honest. She had about 100
to the win. I mean, she was, I messaged her the next day and I said, it was so great to meet you. You know, I'm Andrea's manager, wink, wink. I mean, she's never written me back to this day. You know, I'm sure she probably doesn't even remember. I'm sure she's like, who's this bitch in my DMs? You know, like
I never she didn't fall down or anything like that.
Okay. It wasn't that. She was on her way out. But no, she had definitely partaked in many. She was enjoying a mom's night out for sure.
2 Bravo celebrities and one. Listen, this LA move for you. I mean, you're further from, you know, your roots in DC with Giselle and Robin and Candace, but this might be working out for you. I'm telling you, the Cedar sign, I think, is the key for you.
I think I'm going to hang out at a Cedars and just take notes in their outdoor. I mean, what do I have to lose? I'm going to keep on the hospital band that I have. Now, granted, it's, today's date, but you know what? I'll save this. Maybe I'll adjust it with a pen. It was such a scene like you would not believe. And David, I know that this LA move is going to be the best. Now, I'm beginning to talk more about TLC stars than I am Bravo celebrities, but
you are.
And none of them live in LA, but you know what? Whatever.
But they're coming on and the TLC stuff is big.
I'll tell you, I had Shauna Ray on and I asked her if she's had sex. Now, Shauna Ray is a 22-year-old trapped in an 8-year-old's body. And people are coming for me left and right. They're like, fuck you for asking her about sex. She's just like everybody else. I'm like,
what do you mean she acts like is she like Michael Jackson-ish?
No, she has, she suffers, well, I don't think they say suffers, but she has dwarfism and she had cancer when she was 6 months old. And it stunted the growth of her pituitary gland. So she never grew beyond 3 feet, 8 inches. And she is like, she talks like she's really young and she looks really young, but she's actually 22 years old. And she has this very empowering show where she is saying to people like, look, I am 22. I drink, I vape, I have sex. Start treating me like an adult. But everywhere she goes.
Does she look 8 years old? Like as far as her face?
She looks very young, but I don't think she looks like a teenager. I think she actually looks 22, but the problem is her voice is very young like. You know what I mean?
Well, so is Kathy Hilton's best friend, LaToya Jackson.
It's kind of like that. And so once she opens her mouth, people think she's a lot younger, but she was on my show.
Wait, and you asked her if she had sex and people are now coming for you?
I wanted to know if she's given blowjobs. I mean, this woman is 22. I mean, you know, let's be honest. I'm sorry. Do you want me to sit around and ask her about coffee? No one gives a shit. We want to know.
And people think that I ask shady questions. People come from me. I mean,
you should see my TikTok, the comments on it. They're like, fuck you, bitch. Why would you ask her this? She's like everyone else. I'm like, exactly. She's like everyone else. I talk to my friends about who they're blowing, their stolen handbags, and who they're having sex with. So fuck you. Get off my TikTok.
You can't believe I had a stolen Louis, right?
I could not. No, I can't believe that you
Sarah,
had
this was
cojones ever. I would probably be like, okay, she can keep it. You are like, bitch, get in your fucking car, drive to, I mean, you're
like, I was like, I was going to go to New Jersey if the owner didn't hold up. And I stuck to my word, gave him a free ad. He was like, this ad is, he wouldn't even write copy. I had to do my own copy. I was like, I'm going to give you an ad for every day of your life if you want. Cause I was like, once I had the video and I saw her on it, I was like, no, I mean, then I was still going to go to the police and have her arrested. And then like, the owner's like, that's on you. Like, you know, I mean, he like would have helped me. He's like, it's totally your decision. And then I'm like, what do I care? I got the bag back. I could have gone to the police and had her arrested.
David, you and I have yet to meet in real life, but we will. Are you like 6'4"? I mean, you have such big dick energy. Like my friends bake for a living. Like I have no Kim D friends. So I have big, no, I am not tall at all. I have big dick energy. Like listen, like if you look at like, there's a reason like I'm friends with a Kim type. Like I'm very nice. And I mean, I work like a dog and I mean, I definitely get what I want in business, but I'm very nice. Like but you know, you come at me, you draw a line down the middle or you take something that's mine. I'm a lawyer. I will fucking destroy you. But this went a little further in the sense that I was very careful of what I said on the phone, even though, I mean, you can't record anyone. It's against the law. But, you know, if someone ended up dead, then I think everything you can, you know, is subpoenaable. And I mean, so I just was like very careful of what I said, but I just was like,
you have any idea who was in that room. And then I went into some more details. So
You have the biggest dick energy. I swear to God.
don't
friends are
steal
like,
my Louis Vuitton bag that's in the corner. And again, this isn't on me. Like, this isn't like it's in the corner in 3 rooms up. It was like literally, I was like 2 seconds away from it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I learned a lesson, but like we knew it literally, it was like a room of like your friends at like an event. You weren't like with strangers, except for this one table of like Kim D fans that she allowed to come. And I've had a few words with her after that of like, but it all worked out and she helped me. But believe it or not, Kim was the nice, gentle one in this situation of like, of course you're going to get your bag back, the girl. And I was like, Kim, I'm happy you called this girl. Give me her fucking number. I am taking this over from you because I'm not so sure of how nice you just were on this phone. This is not, give me this number. And Kim was like, settle down, whatever. I was like, Kim, give it to me now.
oh my God, David, I adore you. You were amazing. Amazing.
So maybe that's why I like New Jersey Housewives. I don't know, but listen, I'm keeping my opinions out of it. Like it could go awry, but I think people are excited and the ratings are good. And I don't know why OC is down because I like OC in March. The only real thing we have in March still is we have the new Below Deck coming and we have the Sailing Yacht, if anyone even really, and we have Candies. We have Candy in the gang. There's nothing really else coming to Bravo. That I know of. There could be, but I mean, Atlanta and Beverly Hills are going to be February. Are going to be April, and Girls Trip 2 is like May.
Okay.
Maybe June, but like May. It's coming.
I love it.
Anything else you want to cover? We're going to have to do this again very soon. Sorry for all the drama that involves me. I'll keep it out of next time it'll be Sarah's going to be afraid to ever come back on the show. I'm sorry.
No, it's you and I have a ball and it's just, I can't wait. I always say this to David. I said, when you turn 50, you're going to have a child like Anderson Cooper and like Andy. I know it.
Never.
That's going to be the next step. You're going to be a multimillionaire. You're going to be this huge New York star. And then you're going to want to you're going to get booed up. And then you and your husband are going to want to have a kid at 52. And you're going to have this little designer baby. And then you're going to know what it's like to have my life, which is your child falling out of the bed.
Sarah, let me tell you, I don't believe in never say never, as Heather Dubrow once said on my podcast, and then it went viral. And she was like, you got me worldwide press. I'm like, yes, I did. She said, never say never. And I said, I don't like to say never, but there's no way that would happen. If I met someone that had a child, the older the child was, the better. That's different. If you have your child and I'm coming into the life, mind you, the older, the better. I'd rather your child be 18 than 8, FYI. But if I meet you and it's like, we're both single here and there's no kids, and then like 3 months, like kind of like Chrishell and Jason Oppenheim from Selling Sunset, when she left him because she wants kids and he doesn't want kids. I would be the Jason Oppenheim and be like, yeah, you're the love of my life, but you need to leave me. Mind you, Jason just said he's still in love with her and maybe they'll get back together with her, but
he should have a kid. They should have a kid. He has like enough money. That's what I'm saying is you're going to get to a money point where
I get it. That's the only way that a kid to me makes sense, but then that's really not the right reason to have a child. Like, here's my offspring because I'm so selfish and I want to just leave a legacy.
Why I have a child.
But your child falls off the bed and you're at Cedars-Sinai. I would be like, I'm really fucking annoyed right now. Like, this is like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, trust me, I'm a horrible person. Did you think I should not have a kid?
I sat there at Cedars and I was furious until I believe someone from Kodak Black's entourage walked out from a gunshot wound. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm meant to be here. This could be a turn of events.
This is a whole new, I never knew that Cedars-Sinai, you couldn't take pictures. And this is, like you see, like all of a sudden, I'm like so excited. I'm like, wow, like Cedars, like how exclusive. I'm
telling you, David, they want your insurance card and then they bring up the disclosure agreement about photos. And they are so serious. That bitch went over it and she was like, I need initials and signature. I'm like, okay, let's just like pump the brakes. Are you sure you've got my insurance name correct? I mean,
could you imagine though, the people that like stumble in there drunk, the famous actors,
everybody. Like you said, how many people have given birth there? How many people have gone there for like treatment? I mean, I mean, didn't Michael Jackson go there? Like, didn't they try to
Yeah.
save him there? Thank you. I mean, everybody, every star. That is
I
like the
n-
second thing
I
they have.
never thought of that. Could
It's
you
like,
imagine if you were like sitting there at a house? I mean, that is, even I wouldn't have the ball. You tell me I have balls. That's not appropriate, David.
David.
I mean, Camille Grammer eating at, her dinner, I'd have to be like, just, you could finish the sushi, but like, I need to say hi and engage, but in a hospital, I think that's not, that I would know better.
I will leave you with
I
this.
think.
They had us sign the no picture, no video policy before they charged us $100 copay. Like that was how intense it was. It was almost like they knew. They were almost like, all right, bitch, you're signing this first.
Right. Like, did you just see on Instagram that like we just checked in like Kathy Hilton? Like, did your baby really fall off the bed?
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Oh my God. This is
I love you so much.
Love you. Where can everyone find you? And then I'll say where I can find me.
The Sarah Fraser Show.